Hey, good afternoon. It's Saturday afternoon, June 27th. I believe this is the latest I've ever started a video, the morning video, so it's obviously the afternoon video now. But I still want to get to it. I'm not going to do the one I was going to do on stress from Proverbs 3. We'll do that Monday morning, Lord willing. But I do want us to look at a story. These stories of the Bible are there for help us remember them. We may not remember the chapter and verse, but we can remember the story. And when we look around us and we see all the activity happening with the unrest, growing government, Congress seems totally unable to address it. The COVID count keeps rising. It's possible to get a little stressed out ourselves and start to worry. Well, this reminds me of a story in 2 Kings where Elisha and his servant are just getting started after taking over from Elijah. And Israel had enemies, the Arameans, and they were harassing them. But God was giving Elisha a vision of what was going on, and he was reporting this to the king of Israel so the king could be safe. The king of Aram gets what he says, how does he always know what's going on? He thinks he has a spy in his own midst. But the spy says, no way, we don't, we're on your side. Nobody's getting information out of us. Well, how does Elisha know? How does the king of Israel know what to do? I got Elisha mixed up a little bit too early. How does the king of Israel know what's happening? And they say, well, Elisha, the prophet, tells him what's happening. So the king devises a brilliant plan, send men out, scores of men, probably 100 or more, go out and capture Elisha, and we'll put an end to this. So they go out, there's a place called Dothan, and they find the Elisha and his servant there. They surround the city, and in the morning, the servant of God, the servant of Elisha, the man of God, wakes up, and he sees that they're surrounded by the bad guys, by the Arameans. So he's a little bit freaked, that's understandable, he's panicked. And so he goes to his master, and he says to him, Lord, what we do? What shall we do? Because we're surrounded. And Elisha responds, don't be afraid. Those who are with us are more than those who are with them. Now, this has got to freak the servant out a little bit more because he may not be the brightest guy in the world, but he can count. He counts two of them, and he can't count all the enemies that are around them. So he's trying to figure out how is this going to happen. Well, Elisha is anticipating his response, and so he prays, "O Lord, open his eyes that he may see." That's the eyes of his servant. And so he opened the servant's eyes, and he looked around and saw the hills were full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. And then Elisha said to God, strike these people with blindness. So God struck them with blindness, as Elisha had said. And then God uses this situation where they take the enemy back to the king of Israel, and they become an example. He doesn't kill them, he just proves the point that God is with them. Now, my question for you is, when the servant's eyesight returned to normal, where do you think that the chariots of fire went to? And the armies? Did they just disappear? Or are they still there? See, brothers and sisters, the truth is those armies are right there, right now. The chariots of fire, the armies of God are present right now. None of this is taking God by surprise, and none of this is a threat to God and to his kingdom. God will carry out his purposes. God does not take coffee breaks. He is on the job 24/7. He's constant at that, and we can have faith in that. So what we want to take away from this story is no matter how out of control and how crazy things look, God is in control. And those armies of God, the chariots of fire, are there right now, this minute, doing what God wants. Our job is to do the same thing, do what God wants. Have faith, trust God, and rest well. Be secure that your God is there. So that's the story. Be confident from that. Take heart from this servant who is asking, there are more of them than there are of us. No, there are way more of us than there are of them. You have a great day, and I'll catch you later tonight. Bye-bye.